Hi all, welcome. I am currently in Betsy-Coed in Snowdonia. I appreciate my pronunciation of that might be questionable, but I gave it my best shot. I'm currently away. I've been seeing friends up this way, more towards the Welsh borders, and I've decided to spend a couple of days or a day and a half down this way because this is a bit of a gateway to Snowdonia, certainly the north, and I am desperate to see mountains. I have no doubt I won't be scaling any, but I just really need some fresh air and I'm craving mountains. So I have come to this neck of the woods. I am hoping to show you what you can do when you're having a fibro flare up or when you're basically don't have much energy at all, because it seems like there's quite a lot of nice things to do in this area that aren't necessarily so taxing. I say not taxing, I mean it looks like there's some pretty darn big hills here, so I'm not expecting to be all a flat, you know, but then it's mountains. You don't really want it all flat, do you? Otherwise that would be Fens or Norfolk. I am in Snowdonia, so I am going to encounter hills. I am fully aware of this, but I'm hoping to visit some lakes, and I'm not entirely sure what else I'll be doing. I'm thinking about that this evening. I am staying in a B&B, which I'm really settling into. They seem really lovely. Otherwise it's just a bit of a meander around this evening and then have a nice restful evening before setting off tomorrow. Oh my, that looks interesting. It doesn't go very deep, but still. That's a Helen-sized climbing wall. So what's really interesting about this is that I really want to cross it. I don't know why. It just looks like a really nice place to cross a river, and the thing is, that's quite amusing compared to what happened when I did my Table Mountain walk. If any of you have seen that, I had to cross this, like, the tiniest bit of stream. It was a little bit deep in places, but I made way over fuss that it needed to be, really. And yeah, so I'm wanting to go to the Cairngorms at some point and do some of the things that I did when I was younger, and revisit some of my favourite places. And I also want to discover some new places, and one of those is, I can't describe it to you, but it's to kind of the east of the Cairngorm mountain. So there's like a valley there, and there's something called the Fords of Avon, and I really want to go through it. I really want to do a nice loop, but I will have to cross that, and it kind of reminds me a bit, I think it's going to be a bit like that. In fact, that might be tame. I need to practice crossing rivers. I'm not sure this is the time for it, but I'm thinking about it. I feel like I'm a horse going over this. Oh, there she goes. Well, hi all. I'm smiling to myself at the minute because I've come up to this lake here, which is at the bottom of the Devil's Chimney. Now we'll pause this right here. This is the Devil's Kitchen, not chimney. I live near a land feature called the Devil's Chimney and had this on my mind the whole day, as you'll clearly see. Apologies if it annoys you as much as it annoys me. And there's quite a lot of people down by the lakeside, it is a Easter holiday, so, and it's a nice walk, so I'm not surprised that it's quite busy. So I was trying to find somewhere to film, and I've been kind of pointing and going, oh, that looks like a nice mini bit I could go up. But then someone's sitting there and I'm like, oh, I'll go a bit further up here. And I've been doing that for about, I don't know, 20 minutes. And I've just realised I'm halfway up a mountain. I don't know what that is, but that looks very much the top of something. It's probably a full summit, but I mean, look, it's clearly not the gliders, which are up there, or Chafan. But still, I am further up than I expected. This is not what I expected. So I need to find somewhere to sit down. And I think I've passed all the good bits to sit down. But anyway, look at that. Good old pen. I'm not entirely sure how people are supposed to climb up that. They do. I'm looking at that going, how? Yeah, what a glorious day. Right, I've decided I'm heading down, but it's quite ironic. I was like, oh, I can't climb a mountain today, and I've climbed halfway up one already. But it is cool. Another day. To the top of up there, but look at this. I mean, could I get a more lovely spot? I think I finally found my spot. Cheers. Hi all. So I have been sat here for quite some time. I've had a hot chocolate. I didn't bring some lunch with me, but I have bought quite a few snacks, and obviously staying in a B&B, I've had a massive breakfast, so I am feeling fine. I just need to decide what to do now, because I definitely am not going to make it down for the bus. Common theme with me, if you've seen my video so far. I quite normally just don't make buses on time, so there was another bus 2 hours later, so I've got some time, and I'm not sure. I could walk down and around the lake and get a view of Trafan the other side, because it would look stunning at the minute. It's just such a beautiful day. I mean, what a day to ascend a mountain. You just don't get days like that very often. I might go round the lake here, the Lynn, I can never pronounce it, and tickle the Devil's Chimney. I don't think I'll be going up it, because that'd be silly, but I might give it a tickle and walk round there. That's where a lot of people are walking, which is sensible, rather than what I'm doing and heading up random places. So I think that'll be the plan, and then that'll eat up an extra hour and a bit, and so then I might have something to eat at the cafe at the bottom maybe. Yeah, I think that's my plan. I've just had such a lovely time. I'm not going to leave here for a while. I'm just having the time of my life, and as you can see, I've put my jacket on, so I know that I'm going to be nice and warm. I'm just toasty up here. It is cold. I think it's deceptively cold. It was about like 1 degree or something last night, even might have been in the minuses. It was chilly. So yeah, I was quite glad that I bought my down jacket. I wasn't going to, but yeah, just because it's sunny doesn't mean it's not going to be cold. In fact, it probably means it will be cold, because it's still you know, it's April, and sometimes you can still have snow at the tops this time of year. So I'm not looking at you because I just can't stop looking at the views. I mean, wow, I didn't think I'd make it up this way. I'm so glad I did. It's quite hard to move from here when you're enjoying the view so much. It's just such a stunner. Yeah. Well, that was interesting, doing that thing where I stood up, as in on the rocky outcrop thing. I don't know if there's a grass there or something, but I basically started having an asthma attack on the way back down to here where I've been sat, where the camera was. So that's not ideal. So I've taken my asthma inhaler, which is good that I brought that. I don't often get it, but it's normally hay fever related, and I am quite out of puff now. I also took my emergency epilepsy meds because I was looking at the mountains and they were beginning to look a bit like spaced out and blurry, and I was like, yeah, best take that. So I'm glad I've taken precautions today, and I'm glad that I didn't head up Egon, because as much as I probably could have got to the top and got down again, clearly health isn't ideal, and I don't really want to be having an asthma attack on top of a mountain, really. It's not the end of the world, I know it'll work, but I think this is exertion that is maximum for today. I mean, I can't complain, can I, with all this view? But yes, in terms of ascending things, I feel like that's my mini Penny Helen, there we are. That's what I ascended today, and that's good enough for me. So as you can see, I am heading down, and I'm going to join that path that goes down there, but I have to walk down this wiggly bit first. I feel pretty chipper, I have to say. Sleeping and sunbathing on mountains, can't go wrong, can't beat it. And that's where I went, up there. So yeah, and there's he gone. I don't know what that massive sticky out rocky bit is, but I know there's a nice big scrambling route, and I imagine that's it. Stuff that for a giggle. Right, we're heading up this now. It's quite nice, just plodding along. So now it's so hot down here out of the wind that I'm down to my base layer, so I've like literally had to attach my layers to my bag, which is interesting. And I'm not too far off now where the Devil's Chimney is. I can see some people heading down it, so some people have been having some fun. And oh, I've got a nose again. I hate it when my nose runs. But anyway, so I'm kind of towards the end of the lake nearly, so that's nice. Seems like it's quite a nice steady journey round, but you have to watch your feet a bit because it is a little bit ankle breaking or twisting territory if you don't pay attention. But otherwise, I'm having a nice old time. So that was funny. I almost ended up going through the Devil's Chimney because I missed this turning, and basically from there really the only way is up, and that was not my aim. I don't think that's what mountain goats or mountain deer make, do they? Oh, but look at the view. Say a bit of a goodbye to our lovely Devil's Chimney. I feel like it tickled my feet more than I tickled its feet. Yes. So I've got so much to do and I've no idea how long it's going to take me, so this will be fun. But anyways, oh, another river. Let's just go for it. That's not a river, is it? There's a tiny line of water. I wouldn't even call that a stream. At least I'm getting my vitamin D. All sunburnt. Probably both. Oh well. So here is where the junction is to, if you wanted to go up the Devil's Chimney from this side of the lake, because obviously I've walked around here, but a lot of people would just walk straight up here because it's shorter. So yeah, I'm sure there's lots of people coming down. It looks amazing, I have to say. It does look good. Another day. Right, homeward bound. My goodness, I'm not regretting this life choice, but it is an extended route for certain. Alright, over and out. Shall we marching down the mountain, marching down the mountain, marching down the mountain when she goes. Oh yeah, and probably ought to be running down the mountains. I've got about 20 minutes to get down from here. What's the chances of that happening, eh? Zilch. So I'm currently on the main path now. I've left the Lynn behind. Goodbye, Devil's Chimney, that I got a little too close to. And he gone, which also got a bit close to. The bus is going to be like really soon, so I'm expecting to miss that. You know, why break a habit of a lifetime? So I'm hoping the cafe or whatever stays open a bit. If not, I'll do some more sunbathing. I think that's the plan. If I was a fell runner, I'd be fine. I'm on like a fell elephant at the minute. I've noticed, one of the things I've noticed is that I've been quite stiff, and I think that is just the fibro, not because I've been trying to do Pilates to try and keep going, and it definitely has helped, but yeah, it's not ideal that I'm so stiff. I feel really like having to concentrate a little bit and not really having the strength to get up the bigger rocks, but hey, that's life. Still got to get on with it. Man, I can't actually believe I've made it. Oh. That was swift. I've got about, I don't know, 3-4 minutes, maybe more. Oh look, bus stop, hurrah, hurrah, hurrah. So I'm back in my room after a lovely day and pub lunch. No, pub dinner. It was divine, just what I needed. Perfect way to end the day. It is a lovely evening. I'll show you from the window. I mean, look at it. So it is only about 6:30ish, so there was going to be some time to do a walk. However, I'm absolutely gone. I am spent. So unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to get another walk in, which is a shame because there's actually quite a lot of really nice walks in this area that are smaller as well, so it'll be one for next time. But I'll definitely show you what I have found out since I've been here, because there are lots to do, and even if I've not done them all, I know where they are, so I can let you guys know. But I'm going to get warmed up and freshened up. The next morning was time to head home, and as I walked to the bus replacement service, I stopped into the Snowdonia Tourist Information Centre, which I'd highly recommend heading to before you get going in the local area. I was really impressed with the amount of information and picked up some great walking leaflets and found some really handy maps that I hadn't come across before. Yellow Publications do various map collections, and one of them is called the Around and About series. They do a 1 to 16,000 scale, which is brilliant for those gnarly conditions and saves you squinting at features. I will definitely be doing some reviews about those in the coming months. The area has everything an outdoor enthusiast would want. The car parking issue in the Ogwen Valley nearby is widely reported. However, I did find the bus service reliable even out of season. The Ogwen Valley has certainly become one of my favourite UK spots. It has something for everyone. The walk up to the lakes is wonderful, and there are places to sit to admire the lakes and the mountains above, or even the valley below. For those fitter souls, the walk up to the mountaintops is definitely worthwhile, and there's plenty more challenging peaks and scrambles should you so wish. Just remember to wrap up warm and ensure you take a map and compass and know how to use them. There's very little signal up there. I most certainly will be back. It was the perfect place to snooze amongst the mountains, albeit wrapped up like a burrito, and watch fighter jets on training sorties zoom by. I definitely will be back.